Glitch in the Matrix, the podcast where we dive deep into the latest tech trends and their impact on our digital lives. I'm Jenny, and today we're talking about YouTube's latest announcement, a suite of new generative AI features. Joining me are our resident tech enthusiasts, David and Matt. So guys, YouTube's jumping on the AI bandwagon. What's your initial take?
Well, Jenny, I'm actually pretty excited to see VO hit consumers' hands. It's interesting to see Google dipping its toes into the text-to-video arena, especially after OpenAI's Sora demo. But I can't help but wonder why they're limiting it to YouTube. It feels a bit cautious, doesn't it?
I see where you're coming from, David, but I think there's a method to their madness. By keeping it within YouTube's ecosystem, they're essentially keeping humans in the loop. It's a smart way to drive traffic to their platform while still promoting human interaction.
Interesting points, both of you. But I've got to say, I'm feeling a bit underwhelmed. Don't get me wrong, I appreciate the tech advancement, but it feels like we're just adding more noise to an already cluttered digital space. What if, instead of generating more content, we used AI to help us understand the content we already have better?
That's an intriguing perspective, Jenny. What exactly do you mean by that?
Well, take the 6-second AI-generated video clips for Shorts, for instance. Instead of just pumping out more content, what if we used AI to analyze why certain shorts resonate with viewers? It could help creators understand their audience on a deeper level.
That's an interesting angle, Jenny. But I think we shouldn't underestimate the power of these AI-generated clips. For creators, this could be a game-changer in terms of productivity. Imagine being able to quickly generate visuals for your ideas without needing extensive video editing skills.
I see both sides here. The productivity boost is undeniable, Matt. But Jenny's onto something too. There's a risk of oversaturation. Plus, we can't ignore the potential for misuse. Remember the report about AI-manipulated celebrity imagery being used for misleading thumbnails?
Exactly, David. That's why I'm curious about the watermarking system they mentioned. Synthid, was it? I wonder how robust it really is.
Good point. They did say all AI-generated content would be clearly labeled, but you're right to be skeptical, Jenny. We've seen before how easy it can be to bypass these kinds of safeguards.
True, but at least they're making an effort. It's more than we can say for some other platforms. What interests me is how this might change the creative process for YouTubers. Will it lead to more diverse content? Or will we see a homogenization of ideas?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? I worry we're focusing too much on quantity over quality, but maybe I'm being too pessimistic. What do you think, Matt? Could these tools actually enhance creativity rather than stifle it?
You know, Jenny, I think there's potential for these tools to enhance creativity, especially when we consider features like Dream Track and Music AI Sandbox. For creators who aren't musicians, having access to AI-generated instrumental tracks could open up new possibilities.
That's a good point, Matt. It reminds me of how tools like Canva democratized graphic design. Could we be seeing the same thing happen with music production on YouTube?
I see where you're going with this, but I have some reservations. While it might lower the barrier to entry, are we risking a flood of mediocre, AI-generated music? What about the professional musicians who rely on YouTube as a platform?
That's a valid concern, Jenny. But couldn't we argue that it might push professional musicians to innovate even more, to create sounds and compositions that AI can't replicate?
I think you're both raising important points. There's always a balance to strike between democratization and maintaining quality. What intrigues me is how this fits into YouTube's larger strategy. With features like seasons and episodes, and the new Communities Hub, it seems they're trying to position themselves as more than just a video platform.
Interesting observation, David. It does feel like they're trying to create a more holistic ecosystem for creators and viewers alike. But I can't help but wonder if all these AI features are just a way to keep up with competitors, rather than truly innovating.
That's a bit cynical, Jenny. Sure, there's an element of keeping up with the Joneses, but I think we're seeing genuine attempts at innovation here. The auto-dubbing feature with expressive speech, for instance, could be huge for breaking down language barriers.
Agreed, Matt. And let's not forget the potential impact on discoverability. The new hype button could change how content goes viral on the platform. It's putting more power in the viewer's hands.
You both make compelling arguments. I suppose I'm just wary of technology for technology's sake. But you're right, there are some genuinely interesting features here. I'm particularly curious to see how the AI-enhanced comment responses play out. Could it lead to more meaningful interactions or just more automated noise?
That's a great question to ponder, Jenny. I think the impact of these AI features will largely depend on how creators and viewers choose to use them. It's a tool, after all, and tools can be used for better or worse.
Absolutely. And let's not forget, this is just the beginning. As these AI technologies evolve, we're likely to see even more advanced features in the future. It's an exciting time to be a content creator, but also a challenging one.
You're both right. I guess my hope is that as these tools become more prevalent, we as a community become more discerning in how we use them. It's not just about creating more content, but creating meaningful content that adds value to viewers' lives.
Well said, Jenny. And that's where the human element becomes crucial. AI can assist and augment, but it's the human creativity and insight that will truly make content stand out.
Agreed. And it's discussions like these that help us navigate these changes. Speaking of which, we'd love to hear what our listeners think about these new YouTube features.
Absolutely. If you've enjoyed our discussion today, please like and subscribe to Glitch in the Matrix. We're on all major podcast platforms. And hey, why not leave us a comment? Let us know your thoughts on YouTube's AI features. Are you excited about the possibilities, or do you share some of my reservations? Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Until next time, stay curious and keep glitching.